Hey everybody, good afternoon. I hope you're well. Today I wanted to talk specifically about why beekeeping is not the same everywhere. So stay tuned. All right, everybody, welcome back and thanks for listening today. Again, remember you can always reach me at jeff@beekeepingfornewbies.com. That's NEWBEES.com. I wanted to talk real briefly about just how important it is to learn about beekeeping in your area, not just beekeeping generically. Whenever I talk about tips, techniques, things I do, there are a lot of things. Maybe 75 or 80% of everything I do is the same everywhere in the world. You're going to do these exact same things. But there are certain things that aren't going to work where you are that will work where I am. There are certain types of forage, trees, flowers, different races of bees. There's all kinds of things that could be different where you are than where I am. So I tell you this because a lot of people who are beekeepers and who like to teach and evangelize and advocate and train people around beekeeping, they talk about things as if they are absolutes. They say, oh, well, as a beekeeper, you have to do this and you have to do that. Oops. But I'm over here knocking crap all over the place. But they tell you that there's only one way to do things, and that might be the absolute way to do things where they are. But they might be in, let's say that they're in Arizona, and you might be in Finland, or you might be in Canada, or the UK, or Alaska, right? There are things that are unique to every place you go that you have to be mindful of that. That's why me, as a person who does the best I can to educate people on everything I know about honeybees, I always say, hey, have you joined a bee club? Do you have a local mentor? Is there somebody near you who understands the forage in your area, understands what typically blooms, what types of flowers, trees, plants, and things that your bees are going to be feeding on, as an example? It is critically important that you have at least, even if you don't know somebody locally, that you're at least using resources that are local to you to figure those things out. I do the best I can to point that out on a regular basis when I'm in my Discord room and I'm talking to people, or if I'm talking in the podcast, I'll say things like, as an example, right now in Virginia, I have been in a dearth. Now, when we say a dearth, we mean a period of time where there's nothing that's in bloom. There's no nectar flow. So the bees don't have anything that they can feed on. In my area, typically like early June, by like the 7th, 8th, 10th of June, somewhere in that area, is when the dearth will start to kick in. The bees don't have anything. Well, you might be up in, let's say, Massachusetts or North Dakota or some other place that's further north, and your forage, your nectar flow has just begun. And those bees are really, really ramping up today, right now, June, July timeframe. They're ramping up for the fall already. So again, it's critically important that as people talk to people that they're educating. So as me, an educator, or someone else, a teacher or a trainer, is telling people, they have to say, hey, this might be different in your area. And that's really why I wanted to get this message out to all of you, to let you know that make use of all the great people that are online. I mean, like I said, you've got David Burns, you've got Bob Binney, Cayman Reynolds, Paul Kelly at the University of Guelph. There's a tremendous amount of amazing resources. Oh, I can't leave out Michael Palmer up there at French Hill Apiaries in Vermont. Tons and tons of great people who are putting out content and resources that you can make use of. But that's just a foundation. That's just to get you started. You're going to need to be able to reach out to somebody locally who can help you out and help guide you along the way. In our Discord room, we do have an area in there where it breaks down like bee clubs near you and things like that. And there's a lot of discussion, and people will tell you, hey, I'm from Michigan, I'm from West Virginia, Indiana, Florida, Alabama. So if you're in the U.S., there's usually somebody you can find in there who's near you. But whatever you have to do the due diligence to make sure you can get a resource near you. So folks, that's all I've got for you today. I hope everything is going well, that you're having a great summer. Take care, be kind to one another, and remember that I love you and there's nothing you can do about it. We'll talk to you soon.